Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, let's have some more crafty fun. Stay tuned. So welcome to everyone who stopped by to watch this video. So this is going to be another one of those videos where I'm not doing an in-person introduction because, again, I'm not fit for human consumption. It's one of those days where I didn't put a whole lot of effort into me. And when that happens, trust me, it is not fair to subject you guys to that. But either way, we're going to have a blast today. We are in the process of wrapping up our vinyl placemat series. I have this video and one more video, and then I'm going to move back to paper, and we're also going to start introducing a few crafts for Father's Day. But today's craft is going to be so sweet, and we're going to use that beautiful medallion placemat to make it. This is such a beautiful placemat. Now this placemat is one of the hard plastic ones. The other placemats that I've been using have been more of a vinyl rubbery feeling, but this one really is more of a hard plastic. But this is what we're going to be making. We're going to be making an adorable bag with a loop handle. And this bag is perfect if you are thinking about giving the gift of pastries or toiletries or anything small that you want to put in something really cute. This bag is definitely reusable, but it is a great gift bag. And when finished, it measures 5.5 by 10.5 by 2 inches deep. So y'all know what time it is. It is time to make it. So this placemat is actually 11.25 inches tall by 17.25 inches wide. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to remove 1 1/8 of an inch from this, and we're going to save this piece because we'll be able to use it later. So now that I have that piece removed, on the long side we're going to make a score at 1 1/8. Then we're going to make a score at 3 1/8. Then we'll make a score at 8 5/8. And we'll make a score at 10 5/8. So your scores will be at 1 1/8, 3 1/8, 8 5/8, and 10 5/8. So then we're going to rotate it to the 11.25 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/2. Go as far as you can. And then we'll rotate it to the opposite side and score at 1 1/2 until we meet that original 1 1/2 inch score. Then we're going to do the same thing at 7. So make a score all the way down as far as you can go. Flip it. Make another score at 7. And then we're going to do the same thing at 8 1/2. So score it as far as you can go. Flip it and score again at 8 1/2 until you meet the original score. And so once you have your scores made, you're going to have this section here and this section here. We're going to take our ruler and we're going to position the ruler right in the center of that section. And then we're just going to make scores. We're going to make a triangle inside of that score mark. So I'm holding this up, and hopefully you can see that triangle impression. That's what you want inside of that score. So just place your ruler so that you have a center point here, and you drag it down to that corner, and the same thing on this side. And you can see that I have my triangle there as well. Now, if you don't feel comfortable in eyeballing it, you can put this in your scoreboard and just make yourself a little tick mark right there at the center point, which would be 1, because this is a 2-inch panel here. So just make a mark right in the center at 1, and then take that mark and score it down to the inside of that panel at the corner. That's all you need to do. So now we're going to go ahead and fold and burnish all of our scores. And like I said, this is a harder plastic than the others. So you're going to really need to burnish that score And then we'll go ahead and just burnish all the way across, making sure that we get those score marks nice and crisp. All right, so once you have it folded and burnished going this way and that bottom piece, we're not going to do anything with this score mark coming across, but we are going to go ahead and fold that top one. I put that one below it there just so that I would have a place to make my little triangle fold. So you can see that I folded and burnished this, but I'm not going to do anything with this score mark here. And then where I made the triangles, I am just going to take this and just sort of pinch in where I have those triangles. And that's just going to help with my box folding, or my bag, whatever you want to call it. So now that we have it like this, we are going to take our scissors or finger blade, whatever you're using, and we're going to get rid of that corner piece all together. And it's the small corner piece. So let's get rid of that. Then we'll come across the bottom and we're going to free up the tabs, and we'll do slight angle cuts on both sides of that tab. And then here at the end, I am just going to angle in a little bit. So now that we've done the folding and the burnishing, we are going to go ahead and put the box together, and I am going to put my box together using double-sided tape. And so I'm going to take my tape, starting at the top, and I'm just going to place it all the way down on this side. So you can see that when I placed it on that flap on this side. Now I'll flip over to this side, and I'm going to place it on the inside this time. So I'll place it on the inside here because we're going to match those two. So I am just going to take my tape, and I am using my double-sided tape. If you're finding that this tape is not working for you, there are plenty of tapes on the market that you might want to try. You can try carpet tape. They even have double-sided vinyl tape. You can try all of those, but for me, as you can see from this video, my double stick tape is working out for me. But if you're finding that it's not working for you, there could be a variety of reasons. The temperature, the humidity, the newness of the tape. So many things that come into play. So definitely try out some different things to see how you can get them to work for you. But for me, my scrappy tape works just fine on these projects. And it's been holding. Will it hold forever? No, because it's tape. And tape will break down over time. It even breaks down on your paper over time. So I am going to go ahead and remove this piece of tape because I didn't want to have tape all the way over. So I'm going to remove the tape from the other side, and now we can put this together. And when I'm putting it together, I want to make sure that I have my folds match. And you'll see what I mean right here. So I'm taking this piece and I'm putting it down so that when I fold, everything folds nice and evenly. And now all I need to do is just match this. And I can see that my folds there match. I can take my base and fold it in. Just going to take a couple of pieces of my tape and put it down on those pieces. I'll peel that away. And now I can take the back of my box and stick it into place. Then I'll add some tape to this piece and a strip of tape to that piece. So I'm going to take my tape, put a piece right there. Then I'll take this piece and I'm going to put a piece right there. And now I can peel away the tape. And I'm going to add just another piece, making sure that I have tape coverage all the way to the edge. So wherever I see that I might not have gotten my tape covered, I'm just going to lay down a piece of tape. Now I can peel this away. We can stand this up. We can stick it down. Now I'm just going to go on the inside with my hand so that I can brace it and press that down, getting everything nice and stuck. And so now that we have our bag, box, whatever you want to call it, we can take our box, and once we pinch in here, we're also going to make sure that the side pieces start pinching in. And it's almost like a large milk carton, but not exactly. So now we're going to bring our trimmer back in, and we're going to bring in that scrap piece that we had left over when we trimmed the mat down. And I'm going to put this in and trim on one end at one. Then I'll put the other piece in and trim that end at one as well. And basically what I wanted to do was to get rid of those rounded ends. So I'm going to take this piece, and this is how we're going to close our box. We're simply going to close it using this piece as a loop closure. So it's going to be very simple how I'm going to make that loop happen. I am going to take my nice little Dollar Tree paper piercer. I'm going to find wherever I want my hole to be, and I'm just going to punch a hole. Then I'll use my larger stylus to make that hole bigger. And now I'm going to take my loop, and I'm going to bring in my We Are Memory Keepers multi-hole punch, and I'm using the 1/8 setting, and I will just go in, and I'm just going to punch a hole. And I'll have a link in the description box for this hole punch. Please go out there, check it out, do your research on it, and decide if it's something that you want to add to your craft tool arsenal. Keep in mind, it is not one of those things that you must have for paper crafting. It's just one of those things that I happen to have, but it is not a requirement to get this project done. Because the same way that I punched the hole here with the paper piercer, I could have done the same thing here. So to close this, I am going to use my rivets, or snaps as I like to call them, but they are called rivets when you use the link that I'll have attached below. So I am simply going to take this piece that has the prong, push it through there, push it through that hole, push it out that back hole, bring this piece over, and now I can take my snap head and put it on. And when I'm ready to make this a permanent closure, I can just take my mallet or my hammer, paper towel, and tap, tap, tap that until it's closed. But you are able to see what a cute little bag we have. The last thing that I'm going to do to this is I am going to do some very simple decorating using some Project Life cards and a flower. I am just going to make this a little birthday gift bag. So all I'm going to do is take some of my double stick tape, add some double stick tape, and we'll put this down. And the cards that I'm using are Project Life cards that I got from Tuesday Morning. I'm not sure if they still carry these. I actually bought these before the pandemic. Long before the pandemic, actually. And so the way that I'm going to do this, I just want to offset it a little bit. And then I'll take it and stick it right there. And it says, "How we do birthdays." And then finally I have this sweet little flower. It's a paper flower that I got from Hobby Lobby also before the pandemic. And these are Prima paper flowers. Got these long before the pandemic ever happened, but they might still carry these at Hobby Lobby, and I think they also carried them at Michael's. So I am going to take a couple of my glue dots, And I'm going to place them down on the back of my flower, and that's how I'm going to stick these. So I am just going to get that nice and stuck on both ends. Peel away that backer. Peel away this backer. Now I can take this, we can put that right there. And what a cute and simple way to finish off this adorable little gift bag or gift bag box, whatever you want to call it. But as I said earlier, this is perfect for adding pastries, cookies, any type of goodies that you want to put in it. Or you can go in the reverse direction and put toiletries in here. You can make this a beautiful little spa bag by adding a loofah, some bath gel, and body wash. This is perfect for that. So I am bringing that first one back in so that you guys can see just how easy and gorgeous it is to make these using Dollar Tree placemats. So guys, I hope that you have been having fun with this placemat series. Like I said, I have one more project after this, and then I'm going to transition back to some serious paper crafting. But I hope that you have enjoyed yet another delicious placemat project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.